So in this video, we are going to learn how to generate WordPress blog with images using OpenAI and Airtable. So if you're a blogger generating blog content on a regular basis, this automation is going to help you a lot. So in this automation, just by adding the topic of the blog as a new record in Airtable, using AI platform like OpenAI, you can automatically generate the content for the blog and also the images. And you can basically create the blog for the same post, for the same content in WordPress as well, that too automatically. Now, if you want to know how you can set up this automation, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is the table in Airtable where I'm entering my blog title and the image prompt. Now I want that as I enter these details, using these details, a new blog content with an image should be generated using OpenAI or ChatGPT, and that blog should be automatically posted on my WordPress site as well. Now to do this, what we have to do, we have to connect Airtable, OpenAI and WordPress to create this kind of automation. And we will be using an automation and integration platform named as Pabbly Connect to do so. So here you can see we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. And to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. Let's say I'll name it as Airtable to OpenAI to WordPress. And then select the folder of your Pabbly Connect account in which you want to create the workflow and click on Create. Now when we click on Create, here you can see an automation workflow will be created over here. And in this workflow, you can see two different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our table which we have created in Airtable with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step. So that whenever we add a new row of blog details, whenever we add a new topic for blog in this Airtable database, automatically the same blog title and image prompt will be received inside Pabbly Connect and this automation workflow will trigger. It will start. Then after that, using this Pabbly Connect automation, I want to send this same blog title and the image prompt to OpenAI in the next step. So that using OpenAI's DALL-E, we can generate an image for the blog, and using ChatGPT or OpenAI's content generation, we can create the blog, we can write the blog as well. And after that, using the same automation, we want to post the blog generated by OpenAI with the image on our WordPress site as well. So we are going to automate that too. Now, after setting up the automation, you just have to enter the blog title and image prompt in Airtable, and automatically the blogs will be published on WordPress. Now to do this, we'll start with our trigger window, and here in Choose App, we are going to search for Airtable. Just select it. After selecting Airtable, here in Trigger Event from the drop-down, select New Record. After selecting a trigger event, just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here we have to connect our Airtable account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the access token, the personal access token of our Airtable account over here. Now you must be thinking how you will get this personal access token of Airtable. So to get it, you just have to follow the instructions given below over here. Just go to your Airtable account and on the right top corner, click on this account option, and from this drop down, go to Developer Hub. After coming to a Developer Hub, here you can see all the API tokens, access tokens created in our Airtable account. To create a new one, just click on this Create New Token button. Give this token a name. Let's say I'll name it as Pabbly Connect. Then after that, it is asking us for the scopes. And here, if you click on this Add Scope button, you can see a list of different scopes of Airtable. Now here in this Pabbly Connect connection window, you can see a list of all the scopes which we have to select. So from this drop down, we are going to select all the scopes mentioned in Pabbly Connect. So one by one, I will be selecting all of these scopes. And then the last scope is Webhook Manage. After selecting all the scopes, it is asking us for the access. That access of which base from our Airtable account we want to give to this API token. So I'm selecting this all current and further bases as well, because I want to give the access of all the Airtable account bases which I have. And then just click on Create Token. Now when we click on Create Token, here you can see the access token is generated. Just copy this token from here go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. After posting this personal access token, just click on save, and when we click on save, we will see our Airtable account will be connected with Pabbly Connect. I'll just suggest that after generating this token, you can just store or save this token somewhere safe. And here you can see just now the API token is created, and using this API token, we have connected our Airtable account with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the base. That in which base of our Airtable account, from which base we want to get the details. We want to get the new record details. So I have created this base in my Airtable account named as content generation. So here you can see this is the base content generation. In this base, we have this table named as blogs and images. And in this table, we are entering the blog title and image prompt. So from this dropdown here, you can see a list of all the bases which I have in my Airtable account. Out of all of this, I'm going to select content generation. And then after selecting the base, we have to select the table. Like right now in this base, I have only one table named as blogs and images. So here you can see the same option, just select it. Then it is asking us trigger field. Now this trigger field is very important. What it is, let's read the help text. To ensure the proper functioning of the trigger, you need to create a field in your table schema named created with the field type created time. So here what we have to do to trigger this automation correctly, to trigger this automation whenever we add a new record in this table, what we have to do, we have to add a field, we have to add a column. Like you can basically have any table columns of your choice, you can create any table, but at last what you have to do, you have to add a field and the type of this field will be created time. So just create a field over here in the last of your table and select created time as the type of the field. In this way, whenever we are going to add a new record in this Airtable, automatically the date and time of adding the record will be added, will be stored. And using this, it helps us to trigger this automation workflow correctly. So when you will be adding this created field, automatically you will see the same field over here in our Pabbly Connect workflow. And after creating this field, just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, here you can see we have received the response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows the first row of data, the latest, the most recent row or record of data which we have added in this table in Airtable. So here you can see the same block title which we have given over here. Like you can see benefit of AI with automation, the same block title which we have entered in Airtable. Also, you can see the same image prompt which we have added in Airtable as well. We have the same image prompt. Generate an image of a person using AI with automation to ease the work. The same image prompt which we have added in our table, we can see the same image prompt over here as well. So in this way, whatever blog you want to write or whatever image you want to add in the blog, just enter their details in Airtable and you will get the same details in our Pabbly Connect workflow and this automation workflow will be triggered. So the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have the blog titles, the new records from Airtable in our Pabbly Connect workflow. Now after this, let's move to step 2. And in step 2, we want to generate the image for the same image prompt which we have given in this Airtable record. For that, we will just scroll down, come to this action window, and in Choose App, we are going to search for OpenAI. Now in this video, I'm using OpenAI's DALL-E image generation engine to generate the images. But instead of this, if you want to use any other AI tool, you can do that. So after selecting OpenAI from the drop-down, I'm going to select Generate Image DALL-E. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here we have to connect our OpenAI account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the API key, the API token of our OpenAI account. And to get the API token, just go to your OpenAI account and from the left sidebar, go to API keys section. Click on this Create New Secret Key button and give this key a name. So let's say I'll name it as Pabbly Connect and click on Create Secret Key. After clicking on Create, here you can see the API key is generated in your OpenAI account. Just copy this key from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after pasting it, just click on Save. Now, as we click on Save, you will see our OpenAI account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. And after making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the model. That's which AI model we want to use to generate the images. So in the dropdown, we have two options. Either we can use DALL-E 2 or DALL-E 3. So I want to generate the images using DALL-E 3, the latest model. Then after that, it is asking us for the prompt. That what is the prompt we want to give to generate the images. So we have entered the image generation prompt in our Airtable database, and we have the details from Airtable in our Pabbly Connect workflow in the trigger window. So in the trigger step responses, we have received the image prompt over here. Now we want to generate the image for the same prompt. So what we will be doing, we are going to map this response of image prompt from the trigger step to this OpenAI action step. So we'll just scroll down, just click on this field of prompt, and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Airtable of a new record. Out of all of this, select the response of image prompt and it will be mapped. In this way, whatever image prompt we are going to enter in Airtable, for the same prompt will be given to DALL-E to generate the image. Then after entering the prompt, it is asking us number of images to be generated. So how many images you want to generate? Right now, I just want to generate one image for a prompt. So I'm entering one. Then it is asking us for the size of the image. So you can select any desired size from this drop down and also the quality. Now, because I want a HD quality image, not a standard quality image, so I'm selecting HD over here. At last, it is asking us for the style. So here in style, you can either enter vivid or natural over here, but this field is not mandatory, it's not required, so I'm not entering anything over here. Now, after mapping the prompt, selecting the AI model and entering the number of images and selecting the size, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now, when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you will see within few seconds, we are going to get a response. And in that response, we will get the link, the URL of the image generated by AI for the prompt which we have entered in Airtable. So here within seconds, we will get the image and we will be adding that particular image in our WordPress blog as well. So here you can see we have received the response, and in this response, you can see a revised prompt. So this is the prompt which we have given, but it has improvised that particular prompt and it is the revised prompt. And here you can see the URL. Now this is the URL of the same image generated by AI. We'll just paste this URL in a new tab, and here you can see this is the image generated by AI for the prompt which we have entered in our Airtable database. Generate an image of a person using AI with automation to ease the work. And this is the image generated by AI. Now what we want, the step 2 of this automation is also completed, where using AI, we have generated the image. Now let's move to step 3. And in step 3, we want to generate the blog content. Like we have the blog title, but we want to generate some content for the blog, and we want to add this image in that blog as well. Now also we want to post that same blog on our WordPress site. So what we are going to do, using ChatGPT, OpenAI or any other AI tool, we are going to write the blog. We are going to generate the content. So just scroll down and click on this Add Action Step button over here. And after that, here in Choose App, search for OpenAI once again. So right now I'm using OpenAI to generate the content of the blog as well. But instead of OpenAI, you can use Anthropic Cloud, Eden AI, or any other AI tool to do this. Now, after selecting OpenAI, I will be using ChatGPT to write the blog for me. So I will be using GPT-4, click on Connect. Now, because we have connected our OpenAI account with Pabbly Connect in the previous step, you don't have to make a new connection over here. You can select the existing connection and click on Save. And after clicking on Save, after connecting our OpenAI account once again, here it is asking us to select the AI model. Now here in this dropdown, you can see a list of multiple AI models which we have. Now out of all of this, I want to use GPT-4 to generate the content to write the blog. So I'm selecting this AI model over here. Then it is asking us for the prompt. So what is the prompt we want to give to ChatGPT or GPT-4 to generate the content? So I want to generate a prompt as, for example, write a blog on, and then I want to mention the title of the blog which we have entered in Airtable. So here from Airtable responses from the drop down, we are going to select the response of blog title and map it. So whatever blog title we are going to basically enter over here in Airtable, for the same blog, the ChatGPT, using ChatGPT, we are going to generate the content. Then I want my prompt to be this. So I've already copied it. The prompt is use proper formatting for the article and add HTML tag for formatting, as I'm going to post this article on WordPress. Do not create HTML body, just use HTML tags for formatting. Also, I want to add the prompt as also add this image in the blog too. image URL. And here to the same prompt, we are going to give the same image URL, the same image which was generated by DALL-E in the previous step. So here from the drop down from OpenAI DALL-E responses, we are going to select the response of URL and map it. So in this way, what we are going to do, we are going to give the title of the blog to ChatGPT and also the image URL. And we are asking ChatGPT to write the blog content, and we want the blog content in HTML format, because in HTML format, we have a freedom of the perfect formatting. And we will be passing that same HTML content to WordPress, and in WordPress, we are going to generate the blog using that. So this is the prompt which we are using. If you want, you can copy this exact same prompt and use it too. After giving the prompt, after entering the image URL and after entering the blog title in this prompt, just click on Save and Send Test Request. And when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you will see in response, a blog will be generated for the same title in HTML format, and in that blog, this image URL will be added too. So let's wait for a few seconds over here. And yes, within few seconds here you can see we have received the response. And in this response, you will see we have this message content. And in this message content, you can see a complete blog on the same topic of the benefit of automation with artificial intelligence. This is the blog title. And then after that, here you will see we have the same image which was generated using AI in this blog. Then we have a complete blog with the HTML formatting, with the proper formatting in HTML format for the same as well. So in this way, using AI, we have generated the blog content as well and also added the image in the same blog. Now after this, let's create the blog. Let's post this blog or publish a post on our WordPress site. For that, we will just scroll down, come to this action step, just click on this add action step button, and here in choose app, search for WordPress. Just select it. After selecting WordPress in action event from the drop down, select the action event as create a post. After selecting the action event, just click on connect and select add new connection. Now here we have to connect our WordPress account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the username and password, basically the login credentials of a WordPress account and also the base URL. So to get the base URL, I'll just go to my WordPress account, and this is the base URL of my WordPress account. Just copy it from here and then paste it over here. And it should not end with slash. Now let me enter the login credentials of my WordPress account. Okay, so I've entered the username, password and base URL. Now let's click on save, and as we click on save, we will see our WordPress account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. Now in this video, I'm just taking an example of WordPress, but instead of WordPress, if you want to post this blog or articles to some other platform like Facebook or Blogger or any other platform, you can do that too. And after connecting our WordPress account, here the first thing it asks us is the post type, that what type of post we want to create on WordPress. So I'm going to create a text post, a post over here, so I'm selecting that. But from this drop down, you can select any other type of post as well. Then it is asking us post title, that what will be the title of this post, title of the blog which we are creating, which we are posting. So we have entered the blog title in our Airtable database. Now what we are going to do, from Airtable responses, from trigger step responses, we are going to map the response of same blog title over here. Then after that, it is asking us post content. So using ChatGPT, using OpenAI, we have generated the content for the post in HTML format. So we are going to select the same response given by ChatGPT and we are going to map it in the post content. Now here in this content generated by ChatGPT, we have everything. We have the blog title, we also have the image added, we have the proper formatting with the proper content for the blog and everything. So that is why it is very important to give the correct prompt to ChatGPT to generate and write the blog. Then after that, it is asking us slug, export, status. So basically, if you want, you can enter the slug and export for the blog over here in your Airtable itself. This particular field is not important. It's not required over here. That's why I'm just ignoring these two fields for now. But if you want, you can enter these details in your Airtable database. Then it is asking us for the status of this blog, that do you want to directly publish the blog or you want the status of the blog to be further, or if you want to create this blog and keep it in draft. After proofreading it, after reading and verifying it, validating it once, you want to make it publish. You can select any status of this blog of your choice. I would suggest you to select the status of the blog as draft. Because if the blog is generated using AI, I would suggest you to read or go through that blog once before making it publish. But it's your choice. You can select any status of your want. Then it is asking us category ID and tags. So if you want to add a category to this blog, just select it. Right now, I don't want to add it. So I'll just turn the mapping button on and keep it blank. Also, I don't want to add any kind of tags to this particular blog. So I'm just turning this mapping button on and going to keep it blank too. Also, I don't want to add any kind of featured image. So I'm just turning this mapping button off for featured image and clear the default response too. Now after that, it is asking us format. So in the drop down here, you can see we have different format of post. I'm going to create a standard post. The ping status is open, that whether this post can be pinged or not. So I'm keeping it open. The comment status is also open. Here from this drop down, you can see the author, that who is the author of this post. So I want the author to be admin. Then it is asking us sticky and all the other details. So right now, all of these details are not mandatory, not required. You can make the changes or any details if you want. But it is important to enter the post content and post title. So after entering mapping these details, what we are going to do, we will just click on this save and send test request button. Now when we click on save and send test request, you will see the post content which we have mapped, basically the content which we have generated using AI, using ChatGPT, the same content, using that same content, a blog will be posted on our WordPress site. So here, this response seems to be a positive response showing that the blog is posted. Now what we are going to do, here you can see we have the response of link. We will just copy this link from here and paste it in a new tab. And yes, here you can see the same blog is posted on our WordPress site as well. So here you can see this blog is posted, but right now the status of this blog is dropped. So here you can go to your WordPress account and go to post over here. Just go to all post, and here under all post you can see the status of this blog is dropped. We haven't published this blog yet, but we can see the blog as we have logged in into the same WordPress account. You can see the same blog title, and here you can see the same image generated by AI for the blog as well. And after that, here you can see we have the complete content. We have the complete blog on the topic which we have given in the proper formatting. So in this way, here you can see we have successfully created an automation using which, just by entering the blog title and the image prompt in Airtable, you can automatically create and publish the blog on your WordPress site over here. Now after setting up this kind of Pabbly Connect automation, let's test this automation workflow once. Let's say I want to write a blog on, like I'm adding the details of a new blog title in Airtable. The blog title is, for example, types of animal. This is the title of the blog. So I want a blog on types of animal. And then I want the image to be, the image prompt which I want to give is different types of animals in forest. Different types of animal in forest. So here, this is the image prompt which I have given. Now the connection between Airtable and Pabbly Connect trigger is an polling based connection. That's why Pabbly Connect will check for new data, new record in our Airtable database every 10 minutes. So what we have to do, we just have to wait for 10 minutes over here, and within 10 minutes, we will see a new blog will be created in draft in our WordPress site. So let's wait for 10 minutes. Okay, so we have successfully waited for 10 minutes now. Now we'll go to our WordPress site and we'll just refresh this post page once. And yes, here you can see just now a new post is created and the status of this post is in draft. Now we'll just open this post in preview mode, and here you can see on our WordPress site, we have a new blog created and posted using AI. So the blog title is same types of animal. We have this title over here generated by AI. We have the blog content. We also have an image generated by AI, as you can see. And after that, here you can see different types of animal, the same topic which we have entered in our Airtable database. This means the automation workflow which we have created using Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can email us at support@pabbly.com or post it on our forum over here. Or you can write us in the comment box below too. If you want to check out the pricing of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this link. And if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Pabbly. So this is it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.